Hello? Hi. How's it going? Hello. Hi. Good to see you. I'm coming fresh off the back of a different stream that I just did of Eloise and Jivok. And so you're getting reserved energy tanks.
Happy
I'm dipping
Pancake Day.
Happy
Shrove
Pancake
Tuesday
Day.
to those that celebrate.
Yes, indeed. It is Pancake Day. I was having pancakes with Eloise.
So close to a year. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing chill time. We're doing chill time today. Starry Raven, thank you for the 11 months. May, thank you for the 3 months. Sasquatch for the Prime yesterday, and we're all caught up. Yeah, when you eat nothing but pancakes for breakfast and then like a late lunch, you crash. It's a really nice hoodie. I've had so many compliments in public. I was at the store. Lady came up to me and went, "My husband would love your hoodie. Where did you get it from?" And I was like, they might be sold out, but shirts.cool. Scabby, thank you for the 550. And Drow Dorcha, thank you for the 18 months. I didn't have an app because I just got in and then I had to go live. So I swung by a store while I was on my way home and got a wrap because this has protein and vegetables and that's what I need. So here we are. Now is my nap. Good night, Honkshu. Happy Shrove Tuesday. Happy Ramadan to those that celebrate. I wish those are the best of luck that are partaking in Lent and fasting. No pancakes for me. I had French toast. Wow. We're going to be doing hardcore today. French toast is bougie. Maybe that's because I'm not used to having
Mr.
it.
Streamer. Hope you're keeping well. Goat
I'm
less
keeping well.
than 3.
I'm well. The thing is, I'm not hungry. So I don't want to eat this. But I'm aware that my body is so like, it needs nutrients. Like its bars of certain things are just so low because all it's had is carbs and sugar. I know what French bread is. I know what, I know what French toast is. Rain, thank you for the 100 bits. And for starting off the hype train. What have you guys been up to today? Other than, of course, pancake-related activities. So today's just going to be a chill day where I answer questions, enjoy stream, work on the builds. We're not doing Bannerfall because I don't have the energy to deal with 4C. Let's be right. I'm kidding. I don't have the mental energy to roleplay. Redesign my Minecraft skin, right? Can I have a number between 1 and 13? Making a new OC, cool. 3. 1, 2, 3. Coconut! Good choice. You know I always take the 4th one instead. The 4th one would have been lemon, and I would not have been happy. That would have been a real... Wait a second. How did you do that? How did you do that? Well, I'm glad you guys have been well overall. Whoa. Whoa, crazy. I assume you've been well overall. I have some potentially bad news. So, yeah, I'm glad to hear you're well. Here's some bad news. No, it's not that serious. Don't worry, it's nothing crazy. We placed our order for the dice merch today based off of the numbers that we got from the mailing list. And they can do it, which is really lovely of them. The initial shipping date was going to be the 29th of April for what was 100 cups and 600 dice. It's now looking like they're not going to ship it until the 29th of May. Because we've like quintupled our order. Because it takes longer to produce a higher amount. And like, oh yeah, it's fair, but I really wanted people to get it for TwitchCon, you know? it really bummed me out. I basically replied to them being like, name a figure to make this happen faster and I will do it. Like, just say, like, if there is a solution to this and you're just trying to be like, oh, they probably wouldn't pay that, just say and I will consider it. Is like, can you produce 500 of the cups and then like ship those off and we pay that, and then you produce the other 500 and then we pay that as well? I'm essentially throwing the money at the problem to see if that'll fix it. But they take a day to reply, so I don't know if they'll even reply in time. Coconut is an incredible flavor. The thing about coconut in real life is that sometimes it gives me a headache. But the coconut flavor does not, which means it's a winner because I love the flavor of coconut, but I can't have it too much because it makes my head hurt. So it's all the joys of coconut flavor, which is odd because there is actually coconut in the drink. I do like Bounties. See, you know this to be true. Hold on. Coconut Holy Hydration Drink. Big Dipper, shine your light on me. Save image, download, add image, choose file, downloads, upload, submit. Okay. It didn't do it. Hold on. Oh, that was the cover photo. I just made the cover photo the coconut. Okay, we're good to go. Hold on. Boop. Okay. Where am I? Coconut flavor. It's going to go high A. It's better than apple. And you know what? We can't have too much in A. It's still as good as it was. Credit to here. It's still as good as it was, but it doesn't make sense to have 5 in here. Eventually, it's going to need to go down. What are these flavor pack things? I'm sponsored by a drinks company called Holy, which do like electrolyte hydration, iced tea flavored powder drinks. As I try more and more of them, I'm figuring out which are the ones that I really like, and then I'm going to order just the flavors that are in like S and A. This is falafel and hummus. Right. One moment. What snack is that? Falafel and hummus. Owen, the people must know. The people must know. What are you feasting on? Do they deliver to the US? I'm so sorry. They deliver literally everywhere worldwide except the US because of certain tariffs from a certain president. No, it's not just... Sorry, I didn't realize you wanted to know exactly what was in this. So if you're looking to make this at home, you need water, wheat flour, carrot and coriander falafel, chickpeas, carrot, onion, dried potato, coriander leaf, salt. You're going to need some cumin and some coriander, some cumin seeds, some black pepper, some turmeric. You'll want some raising agents. You'll want some calcium phosphate, garlic powder and yeast and carrot and chickpeas and spinach and sugar and palm oil and mango, malt vinegar. You want some apple, some apricot, some sunflower oil, You want some tomato powder, some dried onion, some more raising agents, some ginger, some acidity regulators, some corn flour, some garlic powder, bell pepper powder, paprika, coriander again, basil, coriander powder, ground ginger, wheat starch, and that's about it. Put that all into a blender and you'll get this. It's a bunch of veggies, yuck. Stevie getting snapped with sorry back to back is hilarious. That's really good. Sorry, I'm not reading all that. Happy for you or sorry. Just both the top and tail getting removed. So all we got was happy for you though. Yeah, man, it's so nice when Stevie's just happy for me. All right. Chill time. It's time for some chill time. Some chill jazz. One moment. Boop. Mm-hmm. Is that too loud? Is this what it sounds like being 40? Is crazy. These guys are really annoying me with this. I'm just going to stand here and hit when it opens up. It is very loud. How's that? Do I need to be louder? I'm pretty much as loud as I can be. This is our farm. Getting up in the middle of the night to get water. It's really funny that they all jump around as soon as the trapdoor is closed because we can't see them. Okay, $1 million question for you. I posed this at Eloise's stream, and I thought it was really interesting. Here's what you're going to do. One moment. Okay, cool. So, before we continue, you get £1 million. Dollars. I'll make it pounds anyway. Just so it's more. You need to genuinely consider whether you would do this. From the moment that I ask this question, you have to stay where you are. And then from the moment you accept it, you have 7 minutes to get whatever you want to prepare. After which you will be teleported to a random location on Earth that is not in the water. So it won't be the ocean. It won't be in a lake or whatever. From there, it's up to you. You can take whatever you took with me. Or sorry, whatever you took with you to try and survive. You just got to get back home. If you want to, or you can travel. Take a moment to consider $1 million or pounds. And then you get teleported to a random coordinate on Earth.
Would you rather bring back all extinct animals or have a new
We're
set
not
of
talking about that right now. We're not talking
/ref?
about that right now. Now, everybody who says yes to this must then type in on Google random location generator and click on the random.org one. It's the third one down from the top, most likely on Google. You are not allowed to re-roll. The first valid location you get is your location. It is in your bank, yes, but you likely won't be able to use it because it's in your, I don't know, German bank account. So unless you end up in Germany, you have to Google random location generator and then click on the one for random.org. It looks like this. You are allowed one go. I already know mine, but I'll give you an example anyway. You click pick random coordinates. Oh my gosh, I landed on... Usually it takes like 10 tries to not land in water. And wherever you end up, that's it for life. Anytime. Whoa! This ain't bad.
Owen, do you have an update on when the Best of OGTV 2025 video
this
will
weekend,
be
most likely. Is this a border? Wait, are we in We're in Zimbabwe. Oh no, this is the Zambia River. Oh no. Oh, we're so cooked. Wait, is this? Oh, dang. Okay, the fact that we're this close to water is actually a good thing. If you got this one. It gave me ocean coordinate. You then need to go again. Roll it until you don't get ocean coordinate. And then that's your one. I don't think that this would be that bad. Did I land on a road? This might not be the worst. And then that's it. You have to decide whether or not you would live off that. Like, if you could live. So, Eloise got over here, I believe. Wait, hang on. I believe somewhere over here. I got over here, which is in the middle of Australia. So I think I'm cooked. And Jack got Banks Island about here, which means he was also cooked because he's going to get either killed by the solar storm that's happening there right now or polar bears. What did you type? Random location generator, and you want random.org. How bad is South Carolina? Literally the best one you probably could have got. Are you kidding me? And you're so close. Now the thing is, what you got to keep in mind is that you won't know where you are in the world. You're not going to get a map. I got this tiny island in between Antarctica and the rest of the world. Not only are you in the Antarctic region in the northern hemisphere, sorry, southern hemisphere, but you're also on an island. Hot and cold as a pointer. You can guess, certainly. Anyway, yeah, you could definitely guess. Doesn't mean you'll be correct. I'm so dead. You are unfortunately dead if you are near the Arctic or the Antarctic Circle. No, if you get dropped in the middle of the Atlantic, roll again. You have to keep going until you hit land. I genuinely wanna try this. I got South Sudan. Oh no. I want to try this with Jack, where I roll a random location on the planet and I take him there with a backpack of supplies, and he isn't allowed to know where we're going, and then we have to get home. A town in China? Oh, you're fine. You're actually fine. I'm not consenting to this. Yeah, obviously we'd go with like food and water. Can't you bring a means to figure out where you are? Call for help? Yes, but you have 7 minutes from this exact moment right now. Do you have a GPS? Rescue me, I'm in the Chinese mountains. I believe Eloise got... Oh, there they all go. I believe Eloise got the Himalayas, so that's good for her, I guess. Boop. Alaska's not bad. Okay. We now have all of the blocks of resin that we would ever need.
Hope everyone has a good stream.
Before we continue, thank you very much, Celtic. And Nickel, in case I missed it, thank you very much for the 3 months. And Raze, thank you very much for the 3 months as well. We are going to make a useful box. Hup. Yes way. Yeah, actually. Sometime in the next week, we're going to make a useful box, and that will help us with a bunch of the other stuff that we need to do. Okay. We are going to make a useful box. Hold on. Boop. Evil you are. It's been said before. Do you have like a list of things that we need in the useful box? Actually going to take the obsidian. That would be helpful. Old screenshot from 2022. You had that ready. Wow. Oh, no, it's not here. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's get to work then. Boop, boop. Okay. Obsidian here. Landed like right outside Buenos Aires. Such luck. Unfortunately, if you re-roll, you immediately get teleported to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Sorry. Sorry, I don't make the rules. He says making all the rules. My first time landing, I got the main Canada border. That ain't bad. Stop making my jokes. It's the cat being yelled at meme. That's what that was. Have you guys seen Little Punch?
Yes, but Owen, you are the biggest rat who makes all the rules, though.
That's true. It's true. Little Punch is a little monkey. I believe in a zoo in China. And the other monkeys, they don't like him. And he gets ignored. Or pushed aside. But it's okay, because one of the monkeys he has a little like plushie. And his little plushie is like a bear teddy. And it keeps him company. The one with the plushie, yeah. But anyway, yeah, we are okay. One of you has some bone meal. Which one of you is it? You, give me that. There. The monkeys like him again? Yes, from what I've seen, the monkeys like him again. So we're okay. It's okay. The monkeys like the monkey again. But I really genuinely got emotional over seeing him get ignored and the other monkeys being mean to him. The monkey's chain. The monkey's fist. The monkey. Okay, one of you has bone meal and I know it. Which one of you is it? Oh, it's... Oh, no. No, don't look in there. You're not meant to be looking in there. Oh, no, it's backed up. Oh, this system didn't work very well. Boop, 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 boop. We need this to get some chests and some crafting tables. Yes, it's okay. I believe the little monkey is now happy again. I didn't think I would care so deeply about the little monkey, but sue me, I've got empathy for the little monkey. I just jumped in the middle of the forest in Canada. There's worse places. I'm genuinely surprised that more people haven't ended up in the Amazon rainforest. I don't know why in my head that was like the place that everybody would end up. I suppose there is probably a lot of places that aren't the Amazon rainforest. So, you know, maybe I've overestimated. Okay, so let's put this down. And then this would go here. We need leads. That was my biggest concern, right? And then it actually turns out that it's not that big of a concern. It doesn't actually. Does anyone know where my leads went? I know a lot of the stuff is probably out there in the yard. Did you guys see in a new update? They're making it so that you can stone cut normal deep slate. For those that don't know, you can only stone cut like mined deep slate. And now you can stone cut normal one, which is the best thing ever. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna make a new anvil actually. Once when I was little, me and my sister went to explore, and then I said, no, I don't want to explore the Amazon rainforest in case we got lost. Wise. When I was younger, we would play a game where we would take the duvet onto the trampoline, like our covers onto the trampoline. And I would get really claustrophobic if it ended up, like, we started getting, we would, like, climb into the duvet casing. And, like, play around in there. Me and my sisters. And I would get, like, really scared that we were going to get trapped. It was a big concern of mine. Have I told this story before? I need gravel. I ended up... I think that was a turning point for me in my head. Where my brothers once put a big pillow on me for way too long. Same fear. Okay, cool. Sick, yeah. It's a universal thing then. That's good. So... There was like a moment in my youth where I stopped being scared of that because I said, if I did get stuck, they would cut the duvet cover to get me out. And that's, I think, the moment when I started to realize everything around me except for myself is immaterial. Like, all of these possessions are replaceable to an extent. And thus, I never need to worry about anything because, like, in terms of my own safety, because I can always, like, my life comes before this duvet case. And that was like, my mind was like, wait. I think that was me gaining consciousness, yeah. And then I began to extend that further, where, like, I would just generalize absolute truths for myself, where, like, we would go to, like, I don't know, a place, I don't know, it would be called, like, Go Ape or something, and it would be, like, a climbing forest thing. Like, you'd go up into the, like, the trees, and then you'd, like, harness into things, you know, that kind of stuff. And, like, I would get scared, and then in my head, I would go, but I'm wearing a harness, and the harness won't break. And then I would just do it. Like, I became entirely dedicated to the concept of I'm wearing the thing that will protect me, and thus it's impossible for anything to go wrong. Which is then I started pushing that towards roller coasters, where I would go, oh, but I've got a seat. Like, I'm scared of the roller coaster, yeah, but actually I've got a seat on. They clicked me in, so it's impossible for anything to go wrong. And I would just continue to extend. Like, even if I was wrong, like, even if something, yes, could go wrong with the roller coaster seat, it wouldn't matter, because I'd just be like, yeah, this harness literally can't break because its one purpose is to keep me safe, and it's going to do that. And it was great. It felt like a superpower. It was awesome. Okay, we need some stone in here. I don't know. I didn't mean for the inspirational music to come on as I was getting into that. Can I make... Do I have any obsidian left? That would be in the nether chest, I presume. Yes, good. My earliest memory is eating a llama ornament. Okay, so it's somewhat similar then. In public things young, it's terrified me for like over a decade. Huh. We had different experiences with that, I guess. Pop a couple of these in. Where's my brewing stand here? There we go. Pop a couple of these in. Oh, it's awesome having this. We should have made this ages ago. Boop. Don't frown. I'm doing it now. Yeah, we can throw some torches in there for good luck. We've got an infinite water supply. I would like another ender chest. In fact, I would like a lot of ender chests. String. I need ender pearls and blaze powder. I do not have any ender pearls anywhere. I do not think. I've got one. That's enough for one. Good enough for me. All right. Useful box made. Good job me, I guess. Now we need a bunch of magma, I think. Oops. Let's make a list. Raw copper, resin, orange wool, magma blocks, and streamlights. It does look like a heart. I really struggled to make it not look like a heart for a long time. My earliest memory was realizing my mum was actually my mum. Like, okay, we are gonna need a... Oh, whoa, 10 ender chests. Score. Well, streamlights, are those the orange ones? Yeah, those are the orange ones. Wait, everything was orange. What are you talking about? We got one! Where's my food? I didn't put it all in there, did I? How did I do that? Weird. Weird behavior. Good. Let's make a stack of raw iron right now. Boop. We can do another as well. God, that's expensive. Wait, other way around. Good. Okay with the circle rubbing out. It's got to give me the biggest side eye ever. Okay with a circle. What does that mean? What happened? What? Why did she give you the side eye? Have I missed something? Okay, this is gonna store all of our like resin and stuff. Let's go get a bunch of the resin. Because of the rubber dust? Oh, I see. That's your earliest memory. I came to the realization a couple of years ago. When I was younger, oh, they're all alive. When I was younger, there was this specific sweet treat. And I was like, for later, we're talking when I was like 6, that I had during an activity. And I remember it being nice. It was good. And I asked for it for my birthday. I would like my cake to be covered in the silver baubles. You know those edible silver baubles that are basically just like sugar? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes? Okay, great. And I also wanted to be covered in the sweet green stuff. And my mum was like, what? And I was like, the sweet green stuff. And she didn't know what I meant. And so I drew a picture, which was like a cake, and it had this like syrupy green stuff that I said was sweet. Years went by. I would ask for this maybe every year. And mum would be like, I just don't know what you mean. The only reason that I knew it existed is because I had it at church. It was at like a kids' youth activity. And I was like, I remember having it. And I realized, I was reminded of that memory 5-6 years ago. And I think it was just icing with green food coloring, which makes sense why my mum didn't know what it was, because it isn't innately green. And it also makes sense that I was having it at a kids' activity. We were probably using green icing on like biscuits, you know, like those like wafer biscuit kind of things, and decorating them with like little faces or whatever. I don't know if that's what it was, but I was just like, I think I'd seen like food coloring in a I don't know, Instagram reel or TikTok or something, and I was like, wait, that's probably what he meant. Unfortunately, I can't ask myself. Having to go home? That's crazy. Okay, what could we do? We need orange wool. Guys, don't let me get away with having my elytra when I shouldn't. It's not appropriate. Okay, are you guys orange? You're not really, are you? Like 2 of you are? You kind of all need to be orange. Yeah, no, that's not going to be good enough, I'm afraid. Where's all the orange? Cow? Don't test me. Okay, I'll do that. Is there like a red box? I know I had some orange somewhere.
My earliest memory was having a tea party with my little sister after she was born.
Immediately after she was born? Feels pretty soon to be inviting them to a tea party, don't you think? Wait, shroom lights. Sick. Have you seen those videos where kids gain consciousness midway through? I believe I have, and they're very funny. Magma blocks. I can get that with magma cream, and I think it's netherrack, isn't it? Tricky to know for certain. Actually, it's not. I could just do. No, it's just 4 of those. I'm not making a magma farm. I'm not gonna do that. I can't just make another farm. It's also a really dangerous farm, so just all around not a good idea. Think about the children. Yeah, you are. Don't kid yourself. I'm not. I literally can't. I really shouldn't.
I actually have for a long time been self-aware in a dreadful way. I have early memories of being like 4 or 5 sitting on the ground, becoming acutely aware of the fact that I am alive, in this reality, in this body, with no way to escape. Had to shut those thoughts off because whoa, panic.
Huh. We had different awakenings, I feel. I actually don't want a real one. I don't think I can make that farm. I don't need that much magma blocks. I should just go mine magma or kill magma slimes. You don't recall it because you were just immediately awakened. You were born awakened. You were like, Yeah, I do think, therefore I am. Yes. That was you. Right from the get-go. But also don't have any childhood memories. You're synthetic. I didn't want to be the one to tell you. I'm sorry. You're a robot. You're a robot. Yeah! Come on, guys. We're literally waiting for grass to grow. Oh, Joe, join Owen's stream. It'll be really fun. He has a great time waiting for grass to grow. Hardcore streams are so much fun. Don't you have so much fun with hardcore streams? You don't mean that. I gotta make sure that these things don't actually despawn. So I need to pick them up every now and again. Did anyone else have a box of worms at school? Excuse me? Come again now? Aha! I once had a grasshopper in a little glass vase. Huh. Is pouring chocolate syrup into a cup without my parents knowing it and taking it to home to drink straight chocolate syrup. I've told you guys about the milk and honey incident, right? Going down in the middle of the night to like try a glass of milk with honey in it. And my sister like walking in midway through me doing it. And being
my
like...
earliest memory is the time I was jumping on my nana's couch and midair my collarbone just broke. I was like 2 years old. It was a fun time.
Let's consider that it probably wasn't just midair. You probably did hit it on something. You didn't jump and then it just suddenly disintegrated. But yes, if you were 2 years old, you probably had a very weak collarbone. Kids break their bones all the time. So yeah, I went down, made myself a glass of milk and honey, and my sister, the middle child, walked in and was like, "What are you doing?" She was like grabbing something from the fridge, and I was like, I'm having a glass of milk. Please don't tell mum and dad." And she was like, "Why would I do that?" And then she left. You can tell she was the middle child because she didn't care. It turns out it's not great milk and honey because the honey is thicker than the milk, and the milk doesn't really dissolve. The honey doesn't dissolve in the milk. I should have heated the honey up first, and then maybe the milk heated up as well, and then mix it together to have like honey infused milk. Then that probably would have been good. But the whole reason I was doing it is because of Exodus, the story of Moses, when he goes, "I will lead you to a land with flowing milk and honey." And I was like, well, clearly if that's a good place, then it must be nice. Little Christian boy Owen being like, if heaven is milk and honey, then we have that here. I could just do that now.
This may be a diabolical confession, but I'm sure others have done this. Me and my brothers used to put bowls of milk and honey on the ground and play like cat and dog drinking from it.
Nah, we all got a bit. I think we all got a bit too comfy there. I think, hey, maybe there's some things that we shouldn't share. That's actually insane. That's actually insane that you said that with your full chest. That's crazy. Man, you must really think that this is a safe space. You're so wrong. I'm so sorry. Oh, dear. No, I'm sure. Yeah, that's... In fairness, no, I got nothing. I've literally got no, I've not got anything that could make this better. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying. I'm like, my brain's like, there's got to be something we could say to diffuse this situation. Luan was definitely playing a game of Overwatch. All right, listen, I don't want to, we're stopping this now. We're not getting ahead of ourselves where this isn't a safe space. I don't want to hear all of your confessions. This is not the confessional booth. Anyway, that's very lovely of you to do that, Stevie. And certainly a unique experience. Anyway, $1 million, but you have to survive for 10 minutes in a cage with 70 praying mantises. Thank you very much for signing up for the 2 months. I was mid-overwatching. I assumed you would be mid-overwatching. 10 minutes, 70 mantises. The mantises don't mind you being there. How big is the cage? 1.5 meters cubed. About that big. I mind the mantises being there. They're not that bad. No, they're not. And they can't kill you. How clothed are we? You're clothed. You just like pull your arms into your thing, pull your shirt over your knees, put your head into the thing. Right. I've got how much? Orange wool is on its way. I've got enough resin clumps. I've got a fair bit of copper. It's really just the magma blocks. And the best way to get that, unfortunately, pretty much the only way, is a magma cube farm. And unfortunately, I am going to Google magma cube farm Minecraft just to see how difficult it is. Just mine it. It's not very easily obtainable. It's not like there's big veins of the stuff, unfortunately. I do have a Froglight farm, but that's not magma.
Meow.
In this video, I'll show you how to build a magma cream block farm. Oh my gosh, there's no way. Wait. I'm stupid. Yeah. I'm actually the smartest, dumbest person in the room right now. Melody, thank you very much for the 4 months. No, yeah, we're fine. I'm so sorry. I was thinking that it was a pigling.
Ramadan Mubarak to everyone
Ramadan
who celebrates
Mubarak.
it, including me.
Yippee!
And those who don't.
Hope it goes well for you. Good luck. I do have a Froglight farm. In my head, I was like, chat, it's a Froglight farm. It makes Froglights. It doesn't just make Froglights. We're going to be okay. Boyu's going to be okay. And the boy is me. Why can't I just make a mace? Yeah, no, we're totally fine. But it's so easy to mine. Why bother mining it? It's literally like, look, we've got so much of the stuff. Oh, and it's insta break. Lovely. Okay. Well, hey. Good job us, I guess. We got pretty much everything we need. We can get to work, I think. Stack of this, stack of that, stack of this, stack of that, stack of that. We probably do want more streamlights. It's so fun to get. We have different definitions of fun, I fear. Right, to the limit. Wait, oh dang, I'm so disappointed that the dice aren't arriving in time for TwitchCon, because it would have been so fun to do a Farkle championship where like everybody, we all meet in a big group somewhere in the convention and everybody goes against one other person, and if you win you go on to the next round and we just keep halving. I think we should still do that, and we should just tell people to get some dice ahead of time. Just find some dice. I'll probably just bring a bag as well, maybe. I should just get like 1,000 of those tiny dice, the little ones. They do sell dice in Artist Alley. If you're willing to spend $150 on a D6, then yes. Right, we need shroom lights, which means we need you and a lot of bone meal. And the quickest way to get bone meal... Hey, give me those. The quickest way to get bone meal is... I'm unsure. Yeah, bone blocks. I don't know why I said I was unsure. We've been through this before. But I'm trying to decide whether or not I have any already. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Oh. Boop. I also think it would just be easier for me to go and get... I thought I had bone meal in one of these chests as well. I need to empty these chests at some point. It might be easier for me to just go and mine the warped wood again. Which means we need our useful box. And we should repair this hoe. Boop. Do 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 do. I'm starting to feel the effects of the whole like need this to get this to get this to get this. That happens in Minecraft constantly. I need to make an Enderman farm before we make the Aegis. Do 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 do. Core Keeper was fun. What are we going to name the Endermite? Who can say? I don't know. I don't know how we've been choosing to name it. Is it just like a random chatter? That's fair. Yeah, a lot of people like the resource gathering phase. Raffle? That makes sense. Oops. Oops. Great. Do 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 do. Nyum. I with the addition of like there being so many more patrons than there used to be, my brain is like can't help but think towards the future of Bannerfall, and like if we do a community edition server, it's gonna be like 500 people aside. I'm like genuinely considering... This is a bamboo. This is not bamboo. Genuinely considering like splitting up the Patreon into like 3 different servers. Have like red versus blue, green versus pink, yellow versus purple. And there's like different alternate timelines. 3 servers that never interact with each other. They just exist. Okay. Would you get assigned randomly? I don't know. Like, sure, some people might want to be with their friends, but like, if we do that, then we manually have to try and take friendship groups and like allot them to spaces. It sounds like a nightmare. You're asking questions for the plans to play. Yeah, I mean, haven't even begun to consider how this might occur, or if we're even going to do one yet. Hang on. What? Oh, there. Different days. I'd want it to be open 24/7. I'm gonna have to make it so that you can't break a single block on the other side. Like, rogues will have to be able to only break a block every 10 minutes. I'd say just do it like you did the vampires event, where you have people vote on the color team they want to be on. Like, friends could do it in their head. Go either the same color or colors that exist in the same universe. Yeah, that makes sense. On the edge, I'm exactly where you want me. Basically how we did it in vampires, yeah. This does have mending, right? Yes, good. I do hope that we have the bandwidth to make that happen, because I would just be super interested to see. Yeah, the pit could do with a little bit of TLC. I would be super interested to see how that would go, you know. 3 servers of like 200 people each. Spectator. Gigabytes you threatened none with. Okay, we need something from the boombox. Oof. Okay. Running out of fireworks finally. Gonna need to do some AFKing at some point. And now we want from our useful box one of these and one of these. Don't need that. I already have one in my inventory. And we're going to go over to the warp forest and deforest it, basically. Tater. Need cores? Yeah, isn't there one nearby? I need to do the internals of these at some point. Scary build. So many things in this world where I'm like, I got to do that at some point. Oh, I need to do that at some point. It's like the first time in a world where I've had a lot of to-dos. Because I think in the hardcore world for season 4, it didn't really ever feel like that, right? Unless I've misremembered. Pancakes ready, enjoy. There's so few to dones. Okay, yeah, there's like a bunch here. I don't know why I wouldn't just mine from this, right? Even in the bed she's made. So the real thing we need here is the shroom lights. That's the real reason we're here. Thank you. It's probably good that they didn't make shroom. Like, not everything in this game needs to be farmable, but it would be pretty cool if it was. Chat, I think I've asked this question before, but I forgot the answer. You have to eat one Minecraft block. It has to be a block that can be placed. Cake. I think that was the given answer, wasn't it? That's like the meta answer. That's still a pretty big kick. Sand. Okay. Choices were made. Sea lantern. Redstone. What? You're gonna eat a meter cubed of watermelon? A meter cubed of honey? So honey. Snow? Dang, that's quite clever. Dang. Clever, clever cat. I hate that video. Why? Because you don't like the sound of him going, honey. Moss? Honey is yummy, yeah? You won't be saying that after you've had a meter cubed of it. It's the mouthful of honey that's the good bit. Not according to Dali. That's the worst bit ever. Oh, you know who I miss? Solar Bear. From SOS. You have to eat it within an hour. Uh-oh. Bruh. I made a solar bear and jungle juice. You had a drawing? You've been holding back on me? Boop. It's nice that these let off light so I can see where they are. We definitely need to make sure that we don't use a lot of this, because this is by far the rarest block of all the ones that we have. Solar bear cub would have been real cute. Oh my gosh, they just keep releasing more and more baby animals. And I love it so much. I'd love for them to add like gorillas into the jungle. You can add anything to the food item, yeah. Why do people say they hate it? Because people say that they hate everything that Mojang does. They have no... This is recency bias, I fear. Well, because of the little monkey. Yes. I never claimed it to be anything different. Maybe I wanted a little monkey to take care of. I don't like monkeys. Oh, alright. No, Stevie, you're R-baiting right now. This is prime R-baiting. He's ignored me. What? Please send me references. Of what? I don't even know what you're drawing. Solar Bear, all of the references that you have, the thing you asked for? Oh, what? The thing I was going to commission you for? Oh, Zooey. Man, there's so many things to do in life, ain't there? No, I've changed my mind. Make Solar Bear. I didn't say you were wrong. I just said that you were joy baiting. Yeah, I'll send you refs. Okay, I would like at least a stack of the stuff. Eloise was showing me her Bastion run. And goodness me, it looks complicated, guys. Every day I thank myself for not becoming a speedrunner. Please never get invested in speedrunning. I did think that knowing the layout of bastions and knowing where to run to get away and how to place blocks in a certain way to be able to jump up to certain places that the piglins can't get to in a quick way would help me if I, like, just as a general mechanics player, I was like, dang, this is actually pretty good game knowledge to know. But not enough that I was going to be like, okay, now I need to lock in and learn. For me, it's the RNG. I love that, like, when I started trying to do speedrunning of Minecraft, I was just, like, hopping into worlds. Just, like, with nothing. Okay. I was like, okay, time to load up a vanilla world and start speedrunning. And now, like, 5 years later, I find out that speedrunners actually use filtered seeds. And like, that's how it's done. And as soon as I found that out, I was like, ah, never mind, it's not for me. If you need to do something to the game to make it, like, it wasn't pure. It lost its purity to me. There's different categories. Yes, this is true. I was like, dang, no wonder that my time was always bad. I spent literally like 5 hours looking for a bastion. Do, 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 do. To universalize the wave by everyone using the same seed. Oh, no, sorry. I don't mind two people using the... Okay. Alright. I don't mind two people using the same. That's not the correct block. You need to have two seeds if you're doing like a ranked thing against each other. That's understandable. Because otherwise most runs would take forever just based off structure gen. Yeah. I know that I'm in like... You're talking to the guy who does totemless runs for hardcore. So to a degree, I'm aware that my opinion is like really... not the norm. So I try not to like... especially because I'm not a speedrunner. So it's like, at the end of the day, who the hell cares what this guy says? But yes, as Stevie said, I'm like vanilla. Put up with big hardcore. Big hardcore is after your hours. Codeway does no reset. Whatever what he gets, he just goes with. He does really well on even really bad seeds. That's sick to me. That's like... That's prime speedrunning. No resets is sick. He's on 8,600. He's trying to get to what? 10,000? He's doing it 100,000? Dude. How many years has he been doing it now? He's expected to finish by 2049. Oh, that actually makes me deeply uncomfortable. Wow. He reached 1K, then took a break, then picked up again for... Why would he not set it to 10K? I guess 10K doesn't sound as good as 100K, you know? Whoa, jackpot. Do do do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for the guy. Cool. He must think in Minecraft speedrunning. Okay, we're just trying to get over there next. That was good. I wanted to get 1 stack. I got almost 2. $10K, $100K feels like there's between $1 million and $1 billion. Yeah, yeah. When it comes to Minecraft speedrunning, I think that's pretty apt. Because 1 million's like, dang, that's a lot of money. And then it's like $1 billion. It's like, oh, you're set for life. You're like one of the only 5 people in the entire world who's got this. Like, personally, I believe that if you get $1 million, you're set for life. A lot of people disagree with me on that point. I think if you gave me $1 million, I would never work ever again. But I know a lot of my friends go like, I don't think so. I think if you're careful, yeah. If you don't act like you've got $1 million, you'll be fine. What do you mean by work? I mean like lock in 9 to 5. I mean like, you know, I'd still do creative outlets and stuff, which is essentially what I'm doing now. This is a unique case because my work is already a thing that I would be doing anyway. Yeah, right. So like, don't splash on a nice house if you want to make the $1 million last. So yeah, the difference between $1 million and $1 billion is like, oh, $1 billion is like you literally fathomably cannot spend that much money even if you tried. Like it would be difficult to get through all of that. Likewise, 10,000 runs of Minecraft. Yeah, okay. If you've done 1,000, I can definitely see that 10,000 is like doable. And then 100,000 is like, oh, so like, I'm actually, I'm going to be like 60 by the time that you're done with this. Like that's a lifetime. Set to do run 10K at TwitchCon Rotterdam. That's sick. I don't think that was mean. I think it's just like doubtful. But that's exactly what makes it impressive, is the fact that he's chosen to do a thing which I personally would look at and be like, oh, all right, like best of luck. And I mean that in the kindest way, but my goodness me. Hello guys, you were just waiting around for stuff. I've got some paper if you want it. Here you go. Right. We have got... I reckon we're good to start. Let's just try it out, see what happens. Before we crack off. I know. But I need to just take a look at something real quick. Ah. I think billionaires should not exist. I mean, yeah, I think that's a pretty standard take. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think you can get to $1 billion without being a generally immoral person, but you know, whatever. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Like Copper again? It's just a nice, similar looking esque thing. Technically, you don't need it, but you can add little bits in, and from a distance. Yeah, I don't know. It was just another block, really, that we chose. Is it mold? Starting to regret choosing it.
Woo.
Here, now I'm just going to replace it with this just to see what that looks like. 1 second. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Thank you very much, Lucy Davis, for the 35 months. I think it does add a little something. Somebody said acacia. I assume you mean like this. I think that's going to be a bit too dull. Maybe against the copper. Like it does have the right hue for... It's a nice way of dulling it out at the edges. Pumpkin. I think that's going to be too... No, it's a completely different shade. Nice idea. But like this and a pumpkin are just so... Like you'd think they would be the same, right? Apple! Thank you for the raid! That's not why we're here. Sorry, not the raid. Thank you for the raid. Why I came to this spot is I needed to find something to blend this out with. I'm thinking terracotta. We need something that can go underneath and translate to stone. Isn't there a like... Oh, slash. Typo, thank you for 37 months. Isn't there a Minecraft gradient generator? Here we go. Here we go. Train game. Yes, I'm sad to have missed it. Dude, I was live. I was with Eloise when it was happening and I didn't feel like I could just jump in, although I probably could have, thinking about it now. Right, we're trying to get from cherry log to stone. Go. Oh, great. Oh, that's cheap. It's only netherite blocks. You can't really see it. Phew. Okay. So can I click things to remove them? We can't use this. We can't use this. That's the top of a block. Can I specify that it needs to be the sides? Can't use that. Can't use creaking hearts. Can't use that. Polished blackstone. Can't use chiseled blackstone. Smooth basalt would work really well. Because it already exists. Thank you, Diamond. Nether bricks. Why would it not set? What does this do? Oh. Whoa. Build friendly builds. Grayscale blocks. Overall natural blocks. Interesting. What does that button do? Randomize. No thanks. Like basalt, smooth basalt and then basalt side works because we have the blue basalt shore. You know what I mean? Over by this ecosystem. So it's like, oh, we're visually seeing that layer there, and then here's what happens when other composite layers get put on top. So it kind of like ties in together neatly. I'm not against this. I think we can remove that. I think this is doable because it's just black stone, basalt, stone, which already exists. Or as in, like, we have a bunch already. Okay, I think we can work with that. Great. That was easier said than done. Oh, no, easier than I thought it would be. Why stone again? Okay, so let me go back into the world. In case anyone isn't aware what we're doing right now. We need to blue that area up top. We're changing the composite of the layers of geology for this island. And one of the ways that we're doing that is by putting cherry wood because it looks different. Abolish! Thank you for the raid. Eventually, to tie it all together, I'll get to you in a sec, Raiders. We're going to have a quarry here. And that quarry is going to have a big square section taken out of here and here. That's going to go all the way down to bedrock. And it's going to show the geology of the land. And it's going to start with this. And then it needs to transition to stone eventually. Because this is made out of stone. So why would somebody not use this on this if this was the topsoil? So we need, where did this stone come from? And the reason is, that'd be a massive fall risk. I'll have water at the bottom. The reason is that this is like a spongy sort of earth. And we needed like proper stone. So we need to gradient from this to stone by the bottom, by the time it gets to the bottom here. And so visually we'll show that here. And then it will go from stone to deep slate again. So that's what we're doing. Would it transition to white as well? No, most likely not.
What do we do with stamps? Like you complete a card, but why exactly?
After you've completed a card, I have a build that I'm doing northwards called the Aegis, which is a very large spaceship that has a lot of cryo chambers in it. And each cryo chamber will actually just be a 5x5 plot that chatters can redeem their stamps for to put a block there. So you would redeem a channel point redemption that would go use up one of my stamp cards. It would slide on. It would reduce the number in the bottom right-hand corner. Someone's about to do it. There you go. That number there, 1, would go down to 0. And you would put in the request the coordinate of the block. So you'd be like, A2, I want it to be I don't know, an emerald block. And I'd go, okay. And I'd go grab an emerald. You can't ask for certain blocks. Is there any block in the chamber? I will have a list of blocks that you can choose. Okay. One of the other things that we're doing is adding our own special ore. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. And that special ore is orange. This, and this. I need a lot of scaffolding. I have a bit, but I need more. I conveniently look into redstone block next to it. How do you request? You can't currently. Helmet, thank you. Because the Aegis is not being built yet. It is a twinkle in my eye. Right. I need a lot of bamboo and a lot of string. I think string is one of the lacking spots that I have right now. Consistently is the one thing I'm missing. I'm missing a lot, but a bit of bamboo there. Let's get 6 of these. Thank you, Ash, for another 100 bits.
Shiny,
much appreciated.
I like and giving bits to see what happens.
Well, this happens. And now I'm afraid you've given yourself a responsibility. For you have adopted a plant. Look next to your name.
Can I do a bell on emerald block?
A bell on an emerald block? Yes, I guess. I'm confused. I'm suspicious. All right, where's the sun? Oh, good. Great. Don't think there's any up here. Do 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 do. Ooh. No. Oh. Do do do. Do 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 do. Chest bait and hotbar? Yeah, fair point. So we apparently bring the bell through the raid. I see. I actually think it was just a sub. Right, there should be a bunch of... What? Build time. What does that mean? Client version info. Pack data stable. Pack resource. What? I don't know. I meant to press F3B. Don't know. He just spits out my address. Or my IP. Hello. Bones would actually be helpful. Aha, but more importantly, bit of string, please. Nice try. A very nice try. This is really nice. Usually, like, no spiders spawn.
Speaking of that, what's a time you nearly spoiled something but caught it before chaos?
That's happened many a time. My filter's pretty good. So there's been a lot of things that I've caught last second. Bub, bub, bub. There's a couple of things that I still owe you guys. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. A couple of things that I said, oh, it would be revealed soon, and it still will be. Oh, that didn't kill him. I thought it would. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Don't need the resin in my hotbar. You've nearly full named Bannerfall before it was released. Yep, that sounds like something that I almost did. Do 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 boo. Okay. Will we get a code name for the next SMP? I don't know what it could be yet. I can make another. I bet you can. Here we go. There is a massive project that I don't have for a very long time that is called... that I've codenamed. Nothing to do with like anything specific. Hold on. And it probably won't end up being its code name purely because it's not clever in any way. Hold on. I was doing anything specific. SMP. I feel like we've overstayed our welcome slightly here. Let's bounce. Where's the bed? Ugh. Probably the helpful box. Okay, cool. I'm going to keep my bed in my inventory. I feel like that's a better place for it. Yeah, it was good. It's called YSMP. Furry friend, thank you very much for the 6 months. Is that 6 months in advance? Why? Quite. Yeah, exactly. You get it. Right, we have this. Now we can drop that. Make a bunch of this. And that can all go in the useful box. Great. Chuck the rest of the bamboo in there. Put the rest of the orange in here. Right, now we've got a lot of bamboo. Sorry, scaffolding. Guys, Ikaku was Legend Z. Titan was Scarlet. Orion. That's interesting. What is the reasoning behind why they chose certain things, or is there none? Okay. Hello, orange sheep. Helmet to go in box. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Gosh, I could never be Lynxy. I could never juggle all of the different things that he does. I gotta get my chat to remind me on everything. Along with fire res, we'll keep fire res out. Last thing I need if I fall into a pot of like pit of lava is to be like, oh, it's just in my useful box. Okay. Maybe we should use Star Constellation for code names. That sounds sick. Okay. We're gonna find or diseases. Consider planets as well. That could be fun. No, we can't really call it planets because then like people just immediately are going to think that it's like space related. Like we'll get it because we've had this conversation, but the general population will be like Jupiter SMP. Okay, grab this and this, this and this. I think that's all of the orange stuff. Yeah, to be fair, if you said Saturn, I'd think of Saturn v Rocket. Yeah. Okay, but doesn't Dan actually go in the box? I'm a different guy. I'm a different guy than I once was. Dan doesn't go in the box. Because if we lose the box, we lose Dan. Wait, Lacerta is a lizard constellation? Now, hold on. Now, hang on a second. Wait, are you serious? Is there a lizard constellation called Lacerta? I'm so stupid. Man, the nuance of life is lost on me. There's a game I played called Shape of Dreams with Luan, which is a roguelike game about obviously dreaming. And constellations play a really big part in the like theming of it. And the first character you unlock is a lizard guy with like a rifle that goes like really quickly. And he's called Lacerta. And I just thought it was a cool name. Dang. That's peak. That's actually peak. They cooked and I didn't even realize. Talk about ghost kitchen. That's crazy.
When I'm not chasing wolves in the winter, I work at a planetarium and we were laughing at weird constellations like Lacerta.
I feel like we skipped a step there. Excuse me? when you're not doing what? You're the wolf guy? Dang, in like any other context, that's really like not cool. Oh, you're the wolf guy. You're the exclamation mark white wolf. But for you, it is cool. No, it's not cool until it is. But in their example, it is very cool. Wolf guy and some space guy in winter. Wow. No ways. It wouldn't be cool if I was known as wolf guy. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm combining these two to make one big one. You're the frozen guy? Diabolical, insidious, dreadful, a plight on you and your household. You laughed. Just out of the sheer audacity of it. Ah! Pink! No, I forgot it could do that. Right, we got to be careful when right-clicking. And that's why we right-click with... We only ever do stuff with our blooming pickaxe in the... It's fine. Right, let's grab this. And then a healthy coating of a bunch of resin just all over it. Just all over the place. All over the gaff. And then along the edges... Okay, sick. I heard that these can be waterlogged. I need to check this. That's crazy. That's... Wow. Literally no reason for that to exist, and yet it does, and I'm very pleased that it does. Opens up a lot more opportunities. I left the thing up there. Grab it. It's that easy, personally. I feel it's that easy. No? Do we think? Like, that's the ore. That's the ore that exists in the world. The tricky part is all of the ores aren't just in this top bit. We're going to have to figure out how we deal with that. But, you know. Streamlights are too close together. The streamlights are too close together. I don't know. I think of that. Yeah, that's fair. I think you're right. Let's swap it out. I think better to... Let's have like a streamlight up here. Stop that. No, you've pushed it too far now. At first it was like, oh, yeah, my wife thinks I'm talented. And now it's like, oh, she's like humoring me. I think I just dropped that into the back. I think I just did that twice. Oh. Hello? There we go. Okay. Let's... honestly, we don't have any orange wool down here. So let's... Beep boop. Just that. There you go. Keep some Keeps him separated. Both gets inspired. Well, thank you. I'm pleased you like it. Oh, I just remembered I have to do all the cherry logs on this side as well. Nay, I shan't think of it. Oh, my withering soul. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. That's for future Owen. Now Owen doesn't have to deal with that. The horrors, the horrors, the horrors. I'm peeping the horrors. I'm literally peeping the horrors right now.
Can't wait to play the find shapes in Owen's or Blob's game, like finding shapes in clouds.
No, I hate it. It's my least favorite thing. It looks like a llama. Let's call it the llama build. Literally had to redesign an entire building because it looked like a llama. Oh. Fills me with sorrow. Every day I learn something new about you. Beautiful, really. Hey, that's the journey. I think that's a Family Guy quote. Ruined it proper. I think Peter goes, still finding out new stuff about you. And then Lewis goes, that's the journey. Or something like that. Oh. Stop. Hate. Hate in my heart. Who made that sound? What? Huh? Wait, where's the copper gone? Oh, it's here. Do, 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 do. No! Nay, you mustn't. I don't like this. Let's do that. Okay. Resin time. This is my favorite bit. I like this bit the most because I just get to go squidge, 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 squidge. And let's put a little bit here. Been there before. I've been do 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 do. Great. I think that's good, you know. You can't really overdo it with the resin clumps, I'm going to be honest. Like, they're so subtle. Like, this one doesn't have resin clumps. This one does. And just like visually, it's imperceptible. Because everywhere where the resin is, there's already, like apart from, I guess, that pixel there. Which affords me a lot of liberties in the amount that I'm using. Okay, next one. It's a bit frustrating doing it on the side of a mountain, but whatever. I hope I don't hate this when I'm done with it. That's andesite. That's not what we're after. And by it, I mean the entire mountain. Could have saved myself a lot of time by not doing this. If you're a bug, what bug would you be? I would be a dragon-headed caterpillar. One moment. Do not bother me, for I am in my
Guys,
lane,
you'll never
thriving.
guess what I would be.
That was really good. Look at this look. Whoa! Look at him. Oh, he's munching on that leaf. Wait, looks like a dragon. Very good, Stevie. God, nothing gets past you, eh? Mean to Stevie? I can't even encourage you guys anymore. Maybe I should play a character that's a dragon-headed caterpillar. No! Don't! And he specifically walked right to where I am. That's crazy. Oh, it's a heart. I must remove this. Hold on. We did talk about bugs SMP. There's only so small you can get in Minecraft before it gets a little tedious. No, I have to remove this entire bit. Otherwise, even if I change the shape a little bit, it would still end up being like, oh, that kind of still looks like a little... Love losers. Love losers this time. Sorry, losers. Bugs is just rats of origins. Don't say that because you're making it sound more appealing. Everybody having unique abilities to their bug would be cool.
Guys, you don't need to defend me. He has said way worse to me. Anyways, that guy looked like Rayquaza.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? I legit was about to correct you being like, I think it's pronounced Rayquaza. And then I was like, wait, that wasn't actually Stevie talking. I must remind myself that when people use the text to speech, it isn't literally them. You are woolly worms. This is true. You are the woolliest worm that I know. And I've searched for woollier worms. No, I mustn't say these things because Luan would go, you've been looking for other worms? Why? Why are you trying to find a woollier worm than me? You must say it now, not this week. No, I'm quite aware. Would you still love me if there were woollier worms? It's going to be really interesting to blend this into the blocks that we place to have the gradient go down. Charizard. On Pancake Day? Oh, no! Did Luan, did you post that thing you did? No, I don't. No, I don't want pancakes. Please, I don't want pancakes anymore. I want like a meal. What thing? The green and gold thing. Oh no! Dang. I wanted to talk about it. You can talk about it. No, you haven't posted it. I've shown the design of. Oh, I see. All right, never mind. No, I'll wait. Nay, I shall wait. I beg. You're like, no, I want you to show it. You must show it. Yeah, go on then. Send me the asset. I'll show it off. Do 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 ba ba da ba ba da bow. Do 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 you are just I followed this far. I'm so glad that that resin farm makes as much resin as it does, or this would take forever. Do 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 do. This is so music core. Help me into following you somewhere far. Sure that you're the northern star. Oh, I'm still wearing my elytra. From Owen, from other people's streams, Owen seems scary. I don't know why I give off that impression. I was saying to someone the other day that it certainly felt like I was like giving that impression early on in my career, like to a lot of the Outsiders cast. They were like, Owen's so serious. I feel like I can't goof around, or like when he says something, it's like, okay, this is like lore. And I was like, this is not something I'm going to prevent from happening. I think I'm fine with this being the narrative. But then I think that came back to bite me a little bit later on. I think, yeah, because I was older than many of the other Outsiders cast. I think it's your admin duties. You just hold yourself in such a way that you feel like a leadership with a tight hand on the leash. I mean, that's probably because that's the case. Because a lot of the times when I've been in a position, and you know, sometimes that's good. Other times I get called a fun sponge. If you know, you know. I'm gonna move this out one. Boop. It's so funny that you like, we're like, okay, this is a resin build. We need this, like, it's resin. That's the material. That's the material that comes from these ores. It's all the resin. And then you look at it and it's like 3 to 4 blocks of resin and mostly other things. I feel like I need larger veins of the stuff out sometimes. Oh, it's late. We should sleep. Okay, and then I'll look at that. Boop. So are you planning on releasing this? Yes, for sale. Okay, cool. So I want to show you this that Luan made. Because we were talking about the dragon-headed caterpillar, and I was like, that would be such a cool game, like, person to play, like, as an actual character. And I was like, well, now that I think about this, Thwomp, this is a character that Luan made, Deity of Luck, gold and green. It's nice, right? Is a mage of luck, was worshipped as the herald of luck before being forcibly tethered to the mortal realm by an unknown origin. Connection to the godly realm therefore grew weaker, and the powers that came with being a god, seeking to reconnect with godhood. This has taken the deity to the blue kingdom of Bannerfall. These are the abilities. Limited use once per day. You can cast Prey to a higher power to empower a random ally, which allows them to cheat death once. Luck's Favor, empower one ally of choice to be granted a beacon effect, and then like Dragon's Breath. And I'm considering, if this does get bought, for the public release of Bannerfall, having there be a like luck mage school. Like if someone does end up buying these in the canon release of the plugin, having like, because we're gonna add a bunch of extra schools of magic. So like, I feel like making this canon would be pretty fun and pretty easy to do, I feel. It's a very cool design. But yeah, I was thinking like, I wonder what a dragon-headed caterpillar character would look like. And it's like that. Except obviously that's an actual dragon. Do, 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 do. If it's resin, is the idea you can also find it bleeding into the ground from certain trees a fun idea or no, or for adding specific? Unfortunately, it's an organic material. Sorry, not an organic material. It's a mineral material that is compressed. So it coming from trees would be very difficult. But it's a cool idea, and you're welcome to headcanon it. But this is just modern, so not as intimidating, whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. I imagine it'd be hard to translate, but so would a suit of armor, and Luan managed to get that done. I could do it. I truly didn't think Luan was going to be able to make a suit of armor look like it made sense in the game. But once again, wrong. Classic me. I'd like to listen to more of Good Kid. I really haven't listened to enough of Good Kid. This is now a Good Kid listening stream. You've now interested the lemur. That's someone get lemur at the same time as you said. That is wild. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's worked fine. Let me just add a little bit of this. I like the idea of visually showing that it's spreading under the water as well, or like it exists under the water. Because if you can do it, why not? Right, that's those bits done. Let's take a stock check real quick. There's a lot of electric guitar right now, which is fine, but I'm aware that certain instruments communicate better on the stream than others after having done this for such a long time. And I know that electric guitar does not. Already the patience and clumps. You can place resin underwater. I know, right? We found that out a little bit ago. Right, what do I need? A stack of this. Stack of this. Stack of this. Stack of this. I was literally about to say the words, this one is a classic. I was forming it in my mouth and then looked over and you said it and I was like, well, now I can't just read that. This one is particularly good. Yo, this looks sick. Oh, wait, I've cooked. Oops. Ah! Ah! I love how there's a water stream to get up here and I'm refusing to use it. There. I thought I went over the edge. Oh, this is going to look sick when it's done. Oh, okay. Tell me why, actually, for a second, I was like, oh, I like this bit particularly, and then realized it was scaffolding. I'm kind of mad that I didn't hate it immediately. Like, if I zoom out... Yeah, awesome. Great. You could put yellow glass pens on it. Very true. We're not done yet, though. We've got to do around the edge. And then we've got to consider doing just a little strip of the gradient, just so we can see what it looks like. That's my objectives for today. Oh, target acquired. Then yummy dinners. Yes, how strong do you feel in getting that ready ahead of time? Or would you like me to handle it today? I know you're not feeling amazing. Not strongly. Roger that. Lima Charlie. Loud and clear. Ah! Okay, got this and this. Yeah, the orange and purple. The orange has been the perfect. I think what I was really worried in is that it wouldn't look alien. But this ore placement makes it go from being like, why have you made of this cliffside just a bunch of cherry wood, to being like, oh, cool. It's like geology or whatever. Where's the orange wall? I knew I was missing one. Let's chuck some of this here. I think that's good. I think we're good there. Let's take this, scatter it all over the place. Thank you very much. Who was that? Kiel Cat, thank you for the 19 months. Wowzers. Damn, I've been doing this a long time. I've been thinking about the subathon recently. Of course I have, because I've been getting the subathon VODs like ready to go. Scary to think about. 2026 subathon, scary. $2026. No. The 2026 subathon. Juiceathon, I miss you. Ew. Hey, why? Why you? Hey, I'm be like, miss you guys. Ew. Ew. Who said that? Too self-aware. Oh, Aeon, since you're here, you clipped a lot of clips in 2025. It's been very interesting. I finally got around to listing where all the clips in the video came from. It's an interesting distribution. It's an interesting distribution that's happened. Can we get hints? Yeah. You gave some clips, Dali. Aeon also gave some clips. When do we get that comp? Did you record the intro? I did not record the intro. I'm planning to record it tonight. Frozen. Oh, you're mad, are you? Oh, okay. I'm hoping to do it this weekend. I know I said that last weekend. We'll see if I tell the truth this time. I knew it. Just a little... They barely put up a fight anymore these days. No strong reeling in. It's literally just... You're awful. I disagree. No, no. It's pretty easy. Boop, boop, boop. That's fine. That's a good one. Resin, please. Yeah. I think if anybody made that noise in front of me, I'd actually swing at them. If somebody went, yeah. Okay. Actually,
no good job, Owen. Wow, you reeled us in good there, huh? Wow, you can really be proud.
Thank you.
Well, you're doing so well fishing right now.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Okay, is there any more? There is one up there. Is there any others after that? Do 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 do. Is there any? If I wanted to, it would be really interesting. Okay, wait. Just one fall at a time. So, the reason this works so well is because the magma blocks have a slight purpleness to them. So they are the inverse of the resin clumps. So the resin clumps have the cherry oak in the background. Cherry wood in the background, and then like specks of orange. And this looks like the resin clumps with specks of cherry wood on top of it, right? Yeah, we all know this. We've already gone through it. If I'm going to use this ore distribution in like something like this, in like the stone to basalt, I would essentially need the equivalent of something that glows orange but has specks of gray in it. And I don't know if that exists. Not sponsored. Do not attempt to clip on mobile. It is a hellscape that even I do not want to do. You got a lot of clips in NPR. You were one of the top. Cave lichen is, I'm worried, too pale. Stevie, you got one clip. You got one clip that got voted in. It unfortunately didn't make it into the final actual into the actual VOD. Sorry, into the actual video, because I go through a like refining process where I like cut more and more. Which one was it? It's one that's specific. Listen, you asked me which one it was. I'm telling you. It's one where you use, it's specifically a joke about your name or something like that. Like the joke comprises around you. and it was one of the higher voted ones. I didn't know that because until I don't know who makes the clips until I take all of the clips at the end and go back to see who like got the most. But I don't do it by if your clip made it into the final video. I just do it by if your clip was the highest voted, like in the top 10. So the clip isn't in the video, but you are credited in the description for having like clipped something. So congratulations. That really makes it good. I think it's the best of both worlds for you, right? Gold or that could actually work. That could actually work. What is that character? I want to say like a science like a comp science guy. A comp science meme lord guy. That could actually work. Ah! Oh, that would have sucked if I died to full damage there, because the clip would have just been me doing that voice and then immediately dying. No, it's too enthusiastic for Carl Weezer. Please keep that episode as a stream. I'm giggling because it means that she really doesn't want me to bring it out in general conversation. Oh, hi!
Right now.
I have to pinky promise say he never.
Not gonna end.
Oh!
Give me it!
Oh! But I wanna!
Pinky promise.
It's not in frame. Lean closer.
Pinky promise.
But I wanna!
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I love you.
Good. We're good.
Thank you.
We can discuss maybe.
Alright. That just actually happened. Hey, it was just off stream. I now need to make good use of it. That wasn't cheating. It was only off stream that I wasn't allowed to do it. Muted. Ow. No, it's not Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse has a higher register than that. Oops. What does Mickey Mouse... Oh, boy! That kind of vibe. He's not... Mickey Mouse isn't as, like, nasally. Huh. Let's have a little look. See how this one looks. Oh my gosh, I've just got blocks of diamond. Hook, line, sinker. Sure thing, kid. Okay, that's done. Sounds like the nerdy dinosaur from that one Legends of Avatar Dungeons and Dragons space campaign. That was a lot of words. I mean, I definitely understood some of them. Okay, so in which case, that's all of them, I think. That's all of the ores. I think we did it, guys. That in one stream. Bish bash bosh done. Now, there's a couple of spots such as there and let's go out this way. There and 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 then that's it. So those are the ones that are underneath the cherry oak. Cherry wood. I don't know why I'm calling it cherry oak. But we now need to basically look into transitioning the... We need to work on the gradient. From cherry wood to stone. Let's take this. This can stay here. I wonder if copper... Blog. Iron. I think whoever said gold was onto something. Gold ore would actually, I think, be the ticket. The tricky thing is it's kind of hard to find. Copper could also work. All right, let's go. The kid in the class called Copper. I don't think you guys are going to be able to stack any of this, but... Why do I just have a flint and steel? Is this from the useful box? No, I already have one in the useful box. Yeah, I'll just chuck it in here for now. Right then. We can park this for the time being. Don't need that. Let's grab another empty shulker box, hopefully. Yep. And start filling it up with... I believe I have it on a tab here. We need polished blackstone bricks. And the only way to get blackstone is from basalt deltas. Or, I know a place where you can get a pretty big cube of the stuff. Where is it? Let me show you. I love his rose. Thank you for 3 months. Right, we're going to need this and this. And you know what? Let me go in here. Yep. Let's grab some of those. And let's get a move on. That's a torch, not a firework, Owen. Can also come from piglin trading. This is true. What do we need cords for? Don't worry. We'll find it easily. We're going to Nether. Well, that's where the Blackstone is. The Nether. Oh, there it is. Oh. Right. Couple of things. One. Two splash potions. One that's immediately used. And one that is in the hotbar in case it runs out. The elytra to get away. This to get food. And I don't really have any other blocks. So I guess we're using wood as our building block. Cords? Are you serious? It's literally next to us. You can see it from the portal. Here's the Blackstone brick. Now we just need to mine this from the top down and hope that none of the brutes see us, I suppose. I don't think we need fireworks in the hotbar because... But I will put them in anyway. The idea being is that if we get attacked, we should be able to just jump straight off the entire bastion into the lava. Subtitles for brute sounds? Sure. Yeah. The narrator even. The narrator goes, brute, brute, brute. Yeah, true. A2 brute. Each one of these is obviously a block that we need. And we could get it from the basalt. And there's certainly veins of Blackstone in the basalt. But they're veins. And this is literally a cube of the stuff that we need. And it's all brick. And we need a lot of it. So... Sorry to have turned off the fun music, but I need to hear if the piglings are upset. I'm wearing a gold helmet, so we don't have to worry about the normal ones unless we open up a chest. Each one of these is a block. Yeah, that's fine. Hey here. No, that was a zombified piglin. Feels like a heist. Except the heist is that we're stealing the top half of the entire bastion. They'd never expect us to just steal the entire building. Also going to need a lot of basalt. So I suppose I should be mining this. Do, 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 do. Mona Lisa, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome to the Juice Crew. In my head, I've been playing so much Bannerfall that when the sub happened, there was a voice in the back of my mind that went, make sure to mute so that the piglins don't hear you. Thanking somebody. Dreadful. I don't know when we're going to do this too. I've clearly been here before. I must have been trying to get a smithing template or something. Cool. Don't want to brag in front of the piglins. Yeah, this is definitely where I was trying to like rappel in from the ceiling to get the smithing template. Okay, we are officially full inventory. This is going to be our first chest open, which is where things can go wrong. Fine. I think because they can't see me, they're okay with this. Or I'm just out of their radius. Yeah, exactly. I was going for like the Mission Impossible. That's what it feels like every time you raid a bastion. Imagine I'm in mid-offs and this is my bastion run. Grab a pickaxe and I'm like, okay, okay, I'm ready. And I just start mining in from the ceiling. And my coach is like, what are you... Stop. Stop and never start again. Yeah, they don't like it when you open up your own box, even if you bought it. Bring your own box and they still get mad. I guess we go until we have a full shulker box, right? One thing I have helps me with that is hoppers. This is true. You can like siphon out things or put things into shulker boxes. Unfortunately, if you once you break the shulker box, they will still get upset. But it can help. Their special interest is boxes. Okay. Oop. I believe Creator Camp is happening tomorrow, by the way. Oop. So I may see some of you there. On what? I believe it's a deep dive into like analytics. At least that's one of the segments that I'm doing on Twitch. Hey. Yeah. Zombie piglin. Man, it doesn't sound like there's any normal piglins anywhere nearby. It's all just zombified ones. Oh, Snackless. It's pretty much exclusively Snackless. Kawhi only joins as like a guest occasionally. Yeah, no, this is all just zombie piglins, which is probably why nothing's getting upset with me when I'm breaking the shulker boxes. I'm gonna end up going through the ceiling in a second. I don't like this. Neither do I. Unfortunately, sometimes in hardcore, you gotta do this. Okay. Wait, do piglins run away from zombie piglins? Because I just said piglin retreats. Hoglin? They wouldn't run away from a hoglin. They would hunt a hoglin. They're scared of zombies? Have the zombie piglins accidentally made piglin brute snort? Right. They're afraid of zombie piglins? I did not know this. That's so cool. Do you have a lava bucket? I do not. Remind me to add that to the useful list. Oh no. No. Okay, it's fine. Maybe he'll join me and can be your lookout now, okay? Yeah, it's a very nice spear. Yeah, pretty much all the mobs can have spears. Mustn't hit him or I'll be in big trouble. Zombies can spawn on horseback with spears. Potion? We have run out, haven't we? Don't like that. Not a fan. I think I should be okay. The zombie piglins are giving me a sense of security. That's such a loading screen tip. Why did it feel like I just got nudged? That was weird. Invisible spear holding zombie piglin. Zombies can spawn with spears. Help. Yeah, that is it. You're right. Knock back on your swords pushes things further away from you when you hit them. Running out of tools? Enchant them with unbreaking. Sorry, I'm not talking much right now, and I'm not having music on because I'm locked in. Oh. Okay, I reckon we got enough. Not as much basalt as I'd like, but we can just go to a basalt delta for that. Okay. This and this. That's fine. Let's do this. We have that in our inventory. That's all okay. Great. Cool. We outie. And then we just go over here. Up. Quickly mine into the walls so that a large... Oh, swap out. Now we do this. Thank you. And let's just grab a bunch of basalt. We need a lot more basalt than we do blackstone. So let's make sure we fill our pockets. Our little pocketses. And I think we can have music back on for this. We are out of pots, which means we have an 8-minute timer before we can... I think I got one more left in my useful box. First we take the bank, then we take the road around it. We're going to lift the entire bank. And then the A51. We're just going to lift that whole thing into our back pocket. And then the cops won't be able to get us. It's genius. I thought you were calling this... I thought you were calling the act of picking up the road osmosis. And I was like, sure. Huh. Cool. Sure there's nothing to use that on? I think we only need one more and then we can make the diamond hoe a netherite hoe. Yippee! Someone's getting that netherite block. Oh, here I was reminded. Very good. Is the clip that almost got the talking about Moses? Yes, it's the 10 Commandments one. That's the one. So it wasn't to do with your name, but it was inherently something that you did. Ten Amendments. I didn't even clock that's what you'd said. Was there talk about clips of best of vid? Yeah, I was saying that I've done the counting on who had the most clips that was like made it in. And I said this weekend, and then everyone went, you said that last weekend, and then it was a whole thing. You're doing to me that I put into clip channel because it was gen funny. And chat agreed too. Oh, we've already had this one. I can't wait to upload it. I'm sorry it's taken so long. It will be a nice weight off my shoulders. Did you do the thing you said you were going to do last stream? I did. I did. It took a lot of bravery, but I did it. The next bit is now the hardest bit. But I can do it, I believe. I'm not streaming tomorrow, so I might try to do it tomorrow. Okay, that's definitely not enough, but it'll do for now. And we have 4 minutes left, so that's fine. Boop. Hey, Faye. I'm a giffer. Good, successful trip to the Nether. Add lava bucket to useful box. Yes. Okay. Do I have any lava just sitting around here? I doubt it. Got a lot of powdered snow. Nah, dang. One. Dang, I thought I had more. Oh well. I'll add it to the list. Add it to the pile. Wait. I found the leads chat that I was looking for earlier. Huh. I'll also bring a bucket with me so that next time I need... I can get lava. I'll get it. What's with the fish? The fish? Dan? Colon J? It's a long story. Story time. In my first hardcore world, I found a fish called Dan. That's pretty much it, really. It wasn't really that long of a story, I guess. There he is. That's what he looks like. I won't ooh at that. Oh, thank you. He's followed us from world to world. Right. Polished basalt. Is that like this? Yeah, sick. So, we need polished blackstone bricks into smooth basalt. This is polished basalt. That's not the same thing. Then basalt top, then polished basalt, then polished basalt top, then stone. World traversing fish. Yeah, he's nice. He had star and roll in one try. He did. Which was the first SMP I was ever invited to. Right. Polished basalt. Not to be confused with... Wait, no. What? Smooth basalt. Can you cook basalt to get that? Oh, I got some here and here. That's good. Let's try it out. What if no, I can't put it in there. It won't let me. Yeah, great, fine. I know it's low. Oh wait, that's smooth. There we go. We all be thinking so right now. There we go. Chuck that back in there. Oh, sorry. Google says you can smell basalt. Great. Kelp farm. Epcot Ball. Hey guys, while I'm waiting for that to cook, let me see if I can help you out a little bit. I just feel bad that they don't have everything that they need here. I'm taking this away. Do I have like a blue? I do. So I feel like now what we can do is empty this. I know I took this out of the blue one. I'm putting it back in. There. And then I'm using this empty box as all of the leftovers for this. Yeah, and now it's empty for them to be able to use again. I could take this and that. Wait, give me that back. Place beehives? No. No. They won't do that. I need that. All right, thank you. Okay, that's fine. The kelp is going to despawn, I'm afraid. It's very sad. Every year, 2 kelp are left to despawn in Owen's hardcore world. And you can donate to stop that now. For the low price of 100 bits. You can give a kelp a home. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Do you guys remember Children in Need? Is this still a thing?
For the kelp.
Okay, hold on. It's not like it's gone away or anything. I think it's a mainly British thing. Oh, there you go. That's 100 bits for 1 kelp. But the other kelp, unfortunately...
Kelp
okay, cool. You did it. Thanks, Rainfox. And here they go. Do you want them next to each other? Or do you want them apart? Yeah? Okay. Diagonal is too late. They're not your kelp. You didn't adopt the kelp. That's your kelp now. We will send you monthly photos of your kelp. As long as you stay subscribed. Well, you'll even get a little tracker app to show you where your kelp is in the world. To get rid of? What? You
100
monster!
bits to get rid of another bit of kelp.
To get rid of? Same spot as last. Yeah, same spot as last year. Can I adopt a kelp of my own? No, that's it. It was just those 2. They got thrown out. They're called the little punch of the kelp world. Anyway, Children in Need. They did like a bunch of when I was younger, they would do like a yearly television. They would get a bunch of like celebrities to do like funny bits and stuff. They would have a helpline, not a helpline, like a call line that you could call to donate money. They still do it. I'm sure that makes sense. Yep. And I remember every now and again, they do a role of like promotional videos to appeal to your better nature. Dan and Phil did it once, yep. To appeal to your better nature and so that you donate. And they tend to make them quite sad. And it wasn't until I made that joke about Adopt the Kelp today that I remember sobbing in my mother's arms because of how sad they had made the thing. I was like 8. Being like, we have to stop this happening. I believe mum did make a few calls on my behalf. She was like, you can call this number to donate. But like they had little Owen. Props to the editors of those videos because they got me hook, line, sinker. He needed that to be solved ASAP. He couldn't understand. There we go. Yeah, animal shelter star lads. And like, obviously, you know, these are important causes to donate towards, and absolutely you should. And I get that there is a direct correlation between the sadder the ad is and the more money you get. Sometimes it gets a little overwhelming how sad they make it. They'll show the most like awful looking thing, which of course they would, because it's a real thing that exists. They're not modifying it. They're not photoshopping it or using AI or whatever. It's a real thing. It's a real problem that exists, and they're putting it in front of you so you can't escape from it anymore. And goodness me, some of those videos as you get older, I guess because it was like the first time I'd ever seen it, I was like, so like, whoa, this exists in the world and there's nothing I can do except cool. And then you reach like, you know, 30 and you're like, yep, that is one of the things that's sad. It'll be a Royal Plus Red Cross aid video being like, we desperately need your help. And you're like, I know. And I'm trying. I need this. Okay, we almost got everything. Wow, look at this boiler room. This is sick. One day. Oh, here we are. This is what I was doing. I was emptying this out. Pour something in there. I dare you. You can't make me. Right, andesite, gravel, and a bit of like flour stuff. Andesite, gravel. That's one of the shulkers emptied. I could put these two in the blue chest. That's good, August. That's a good mindset. Right. Warped hyphae. I need to remind myself that cherry wood does not go in here. Because, like, the warped hyphae is now, like, synonymous with the nether. No, sorry. The cherry wood is synonymous in my head with the nether. Bit of stone. Gravel. Okay. Chuck all this into the cherry wood. Come back here. That, I guess, is a tool or a potion. I suppose, yeah, clearly past owner has done potions. Blue terracotta. I suppose that's up here. Great. That's another empty shulker box. Cool as that. There's just a bunch of gubbins in here. I'm not emptying that. Wait, I'll take that though. Is there like a box of polished? No. Oh, that's right. I was emptying this one as well. It's color coded, I believe. It is, yes. Okay, we can chuck all of this in the warped chest. Okay. This is the nature bit. And then finally, these just go in here. Great. Another empty shulker box. And the basalt is done. So we can take this, take this. Let's go see how our gradient works out. We're not doing the whole thing, but we are doing enough to see how it looks. Get down from there. Let's try off of the edge of this one. I feel like that makes sense. So we'll do that. Okay. We grab this. We grab ourselves some polished blackstone bricks. One more down. And then let's get to work. I'm going to go for like a, I don't know, two wide. Not convinced, but we'll see. We'll see. Resin will eventually go on it, yes. I think a bit of dithering would do some good here. So it's not just like immediately this, but let's just give it a sec. Okay. And then it's polished basalt, or sorry, smooth basalt, very different. Oh, this is just all Good Kid right now. I just want to listen to more Good Kid because I haven't been listening to enough of it. Okay, let's dither a little here. Okay. Next is basalt top, polished basalt top. Sorry, basalt top, polished basalt top. Sure. Oop. I thought it was sides only. No. It's the top as well. So much scaffolding. I got it all. But yeah, we did make some more today. Normal basalt first. Oop. Efficiency? Yeah, they live there. Dang it, that's good. That's real
Chat,
good.
I think it's fine if we keep the wall that rough. Owen, I beg to dither.
Nice. Efficiency? Yeah, they live there. Dang it. Dang it, that's good. I literally just made that up. Ah! Dang. I know you like that more, man. Like more than what? What are you talking about? Is it your joke? Did you say it first and I just missed it? They're all funny. Well, I'm so confused. I feel like I'm going between something here. I just finished Vampires. I loved it so much. I'm trying to watch all POVs. I watched yours, Scott's, Avids, and Ace. Goodness me, that's an undertaking. Well done. Undertaking? Yeah, at the end, he does. Nah, it fell apart. It was... The structure's there. The structure's there. Okay, next we need polished, smooth... Polished sides. I genuinely don't know why Stevie got upset that. I can only imagine it's because I laughed at Dali's joke. It was just funny how immediately before I TTS my joke, Dali said her fish and sea, and you laughed so much. Did you do a TTS? I think it's fine if we kept them all that rough. I beg to differ. I laughed at that too! Oh my gosh. I can't believe I've somehow accrued a chat where I have to make sure I laugh equally at all of their jokes or they crash out. Uh-oh, she's furious. That one was for Brooke. Brooke would have appreciated that one. I need another... I need smooth basalt. Do I have just polished? I can make some. It's 1-to-1, so it's not like it's a loss for us to make extra. Dude, I just found it silly. Good. I'm glad you're not actually pressed. Yeah, it can only be solved by a Farkle battle. And now, I think the idea being is that I can do this. But to be honest, the tough isn't that bad of a block to blend into eventually. Like, I might even leave it a little bit at the bottom. Okay, let's quickly, before we judge this, let's go grab some resin. I was sweating hearing you laugh at Daddy because it was my TTS was already on the way, so I felt like I really have to go up after the whole community made the... Is that enough? No, I did laugh. That was a genuine laugh. And then halfway through laughing, I was like, wait. Perfect opportunity. Wait, no, don't take that. Okay, thanks. Right, we have that. We need some more cherry wood. Boop. We'll grab that. Tesco Buzzer just being a meanie. Stop this. Stop peddling this narrative that I'm just mean. I don't like it. Oh, whoa! Okay. Right. I think the issue is that this isn't blending from cherry wood. This is blending from the resin. Like, I stupidly chose the one spot. Well, one of the many, but one of the few spots where, like, goes from bright to immediately dark. Because when I was on my way here, coming up to here, I was like, oh, it doesn't need to be... I don't need the blackstone. It does not need to be that dark. But that's because I've chosen the lightest spot. If I shift it over a little bit and do it, like, here, I think we'll get a better idea of, like, how it's meant to look. And then I think what we can do to help ourselves out is first... take this cherry log. So I'm just so excited about cherry logs. Thank you for the 3 years, Camilla.
3 years, woo.
That's crazy. 3 years is a long time. Thank you so much. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I think that's better. And now let's remove this. I'm so vampires, but I thought that was Camilla. Is Camilla a character in Vampires or something? You were doing a victory lap in your head. You're like, yeah, we got him back. Okay. Let's do this bit here. I was about to like finish up for the day, but actually, oh, you know what we should also do? Hold on. Grab this. Bye, Lima. Boop. Boop, boop. That'll help us blend this in a little bit more. Right. Head this way, and let's just do this bit. See how it goes, and we'll go from there. Sorry, I don't know my vampire lore. I'm very sorry. Right. Grab some Blackstone bricks. Dither this a little. And then fill with smooth basalt. You're half unarmored. Thank you. One creeper would get me. Helmet. Thanks, guys. I talked about university even back in times like Sumo where there were no reason ways to communicate the vampires. Yeah, it's odd that there's just like sometimes universal concepts. Like dragons is another one. Where it's like just an idea that kind of like was formulated by individuals and then also everywhere at once. It was with no communication between each culture. It just existed. It's very odd. Lock in. Sorry.
Oh, speaking for vampires.
Yeah.
We're coming up to the last 2 sessions of our own Vampires SMP.
Oh, yeah?
It's been a ride, but man, how much fun.
Good.
Thank you so much for making the resources to RP ourselves. It's had us bond like nothing else.
Oh, that's great.
We're doing everything, memes, art, building. I even got a little event idea for a beach episode that we may invite a Jester cameo to haha.
That's very cool. I'm really pleased that you guys enjoyed it. That's great to hear. It's been like a really rewarding thing to work on and just to see who's going to cameo, who's the Jester, yeah. I've been enjoying killing the vampires. Whoa. Not decided yet. Fair. Is that correct? Is it meant to go down to here? Yeah. I'm going to do this and then grab some tough. Applications are opened. Don't everybody jump at once. Pop this here. I've also killed the humans. You're a menace. All right. I'm just going to quickly adjust some of this to be a bit more fitting. Would you be interested in seeing our builds and stuff by Twitter via tagging or through the Discord? Yeah, sure. Be interesting to see how it looked, how a different Oakhurst looked in the end, you know? I'm going to swap this out for this. And then remove that. I'll replace it with this. 4.8 days of playtime. I'm locked in. Dang. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm still getting tickets from people who are finding stuff that needs to be fixed. Sometimes somebody will be like, there's an exploit. I think somebody recently said, like, if you get on a horse, I don't know where they got a horse from. I didn't even know that they spawned in the map. If you get on a horse, you can ride it out of the border. Outside the border. That was reported to us. And in my head, I was just like, not in my head, I replied to the ticket. I was like, listen, I'm not going to fix this. If somebody does this in the game, they're probably not role-playing anyway. Daddy did that. I've said too much. I'll make the Bannerful plugin airtight because that one lends itself more to being like an actual economy and like a real game that exists to push the limits of. Whereas like Vampires is like, we're all kind of just here to be a little bit angsty and be silly. The ticket was not from Dali, it was somebody else, yeah. Can't keep them contained. A pain in grows on my side. Yeah. I think this is good. Hold on. Oh, from a distance. Yeah. Like, I know that from this screenshot, there's a lot to take in. You're looking at like, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's this thing up here? What's this? But what we're focusing on is this tiny square just down here. Because this is how you would see the entire edge. Yeah, there's only one thing I can... There's one thing at a time, really. I think that's good. I like that a lot. I think it is confusing a little bit. Hey, thank you for the raid, Scappy. Hope you're well. Someone found horses, but also armadillos. Oh, armadillos, there is a savanna biome just a little outside the borders. So an armadillo could make its way slowly across the border. I think it's a little odd in some sense of like, why does it go from dark to light and then it'll eventually go to dark again? But because we don't use deep slate, thank you for the 100 bits. I think it's okay.
Our Vampire SMP might have a beach episode this week because half of us are at a convention. Been amazing drawing art and making our characters
cool.
so far.
We found armor for Werewolf Pearl. Oh, I see. That's funny. Yeah, I think this is good. I think the Blackstone helps buffer against the harsh color of the cherry oak. I do want to try... I know I keep saying I'm almost done and then I do one more thing. I'm sorry, Luan, if you're still listening. Whoa! Wait, I need the right music for this. No! Oh! Oh, man. Why do I look like he was gone? Oh, never mind. I'll keep the music. Louis Zong, the person who made this album, which is an album about rats, also made a new album about ants. Unfortunately, the music is all like electro house, which is not for me, unfortunately. Was stressing you? Why was it stressing you? Get stressed out? More reason for bugs SMP. Yeah, it didn't quite have the kick. So you're saying next SB is ants? No. Overstimulated? Fair. Okay. I'm gonna just try this just to see how it looks if I blend in these random patches with like bits of stone. I might change my mind on this. This is probably this whole thing's hollow, yeah. This whole mountain doesn't exist. Could use gilded blackstone. Oh, what? For the bit down there? That's a nice idea, actually, yeah. I feel lied to. This whole thing is also hollow, just to clarify. The here and here. And then I guess it would be like smooth basalt. Again, super not sold on this idea. Just trying it out to see. I technically need to be using the top at this point. But I can't because it's hollow. I guess I could do this. The block, no, I'm sorry. Put that there. Okay. Slap a little bit there. Polished. Mix that in. Put a little bit there. You been rock climbing? I've just been building. I've just been building right here. Could do slightly set in. I'll have a little look at what this looks like first. Would be an interesting way to add some depth. Oh, okay, yeah. I think... Hold on. Just need... If I div a little bit more, I'll have a nicer time. Do 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 do. Wait. It's happened. It's happened. I've convinced my brain that this is stone. The Che wood has become stone in my head. I just tried to use a pickaxe to break it. My brain officially registers this whole landscape as stone. We've done it. Hey, darling man. This is the sign that I've fooled myself. It's like in Outsiders when Magic tried to use a wooden axe to break the basalt trees because she believed it was wood in character. Let's remove this one, put this here. And then this. Okay, I don't know if I'm super sold on this. Like I keep saying. That's my way of caveating so that if I look at it and it's gross, I can't be held accountable. I'm not so sure about that one, Dally. Yeah. I guess. I would almost be more tempted to do this. If you think that's busy, wait until I've done this. Why? It's in my head. Why would a mineral deposit be that high up, completely surrounded by other bits of like this stone? And my mind wants to say it wouldn't, so I almost want to give it like a tear. Like when like geology deposits kind of like lay on top of each other, sometimes you'll get like a little strand that like shoots up. It wouldn't. Very good. So I'm like tempted to fill this in here. Have a little bit of this in there. So it's like connected via this. You should get hot chocolate after dinner before we went by that time, and I'd have to have my whole wash added for me. I'm very sorry. That is sad. I'm very sorry. I'd explain that, but it has an unfortunate name. Oh wait, no. Oh man, I want to know the actual name for like reasons for like learning, and so I can look it up and stuff. I don't like this little star flower shape that's happened. Could you like put one half of it and then the other half of it? Like one half of it in a message and then like wait a couple of seconds and then put the other half of what the name is? And we'll all just be very adult about it and not go, "What? That's rude." Oh, okay. That's crazy. Why is it called that? That's crazy. Okay, that makes sense going up that way. So let me try look at this from this distance now. Oh my gosh! That's why there's a walk in Brighton. And one of the names of the walk is just a slur. But it goes up a hill that has that kind of geology. I've just had that make sense in my head. I've always wondered why it was called that. I was like, what? Like, obviously it didn't mean that back then when they called it that. That's crazy. I am not convinced. I'm not convinced on that. I'm not crazy about it. I agree that I think it looks a little busy. Do 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 do. All right, let's gather this up and end stream because my wife is hungry. Maybe fit it further away more on its own. Yeah. Just gonna look at it from out here. I think if it wasn't this angle, if it came out more like that, I don't think it should be going up that high. I don't think the geology would do that. I think it would slip up this way. But what we'll do is we'll just leave it for now. We'll cover everything else in where it needs to be. And then we'll add in these little like splotches later. Right. Thank you very much for joining me. Next time I will be live. We'll be on Creator Camp tomorrow. Not on this channel. It will be on twitch.tv/Twitch. However, I'll also be live on Thursday to greet the new monarch on Bannerfall. So I'll see you then, most likely. Shan is live. I hope Shan liked the... Oh, Shan's working on the gatehouse. This is actually perfect. Wait. Shan's talking about... Talk about my statue.
What time is Creator Camp?
I don't know.
You did Visslor.
Wait, Shan just pointed towards
Also,
my statue and...
going back to doing it on Mondays.
Wait. I need to know what Shan said about my statue of her.
You did Visslor.
No. Go further
Okay,
back.
Keith. No, that's completely fine. I can do that for like 5 minutes.
No. Stop. The raid's not going to go.
Spruce.
The raid won't go.
Spruce. Awesome.
Hold.
No,
Hold. Okay, the raid might go if it keeps freezing like this.
this is what I needed. Yeah, no, this is exactly what I needed. If therapy comes with a nice soft pretzel as a treat, I'm jealous.
Sorry, Shan, I'm gonna...
Therapy was good.
It's not going to go.
You stole from Owen because I refused to make more. I actually do. And I lost 3 of them somehow. I saw more. Yes. And I saw one up there too. I might have to go steal that.
She's stealing things. What's she stealing from me? Alright, well, let's raid into her. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.